Okay, everyone, we'll start. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
For Paul's 65th birthday celebration.
Just keep it low.
60-ish.
60 something.
You can thank your niece,
60's almost
Sage,
over.
Yeah.
because we
Thank
were
you, Sage.
going through some pictures and she was like, how old is everyone? And we're like, okay, we went to a surprise party in Montreal, 60. How old is Uncle Paul? 60. We're like, he's turning 65 this year.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow. She goes, are we going to have a surprise for him as well, like Uncle Tony? And here it is tonight.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Let us pray. Our Father God, we give you praise and thanks for this day that you've given us. Thank you for the family and friends who have gathered to wish Paul happy birthday. We thank you for his life, for watching over him, for guiding his footsteps. Thank you for his family, his sons, Nick and Alex, Katie and grandchildren. May you always shed your light on them. May you give him continued good health. And may your light shine on this pathway as we journey through this life. We thank you for Chris and Paul for hosting this birthday celebration. May you bless their household as well. And the food that they're going to take up, may it be fresh and good. In your son's name.
Before we start, Paul won't be eating very much.
I said there's a lot of bone here.
You can take it over there and we'll get
It's in here.
It's 65.
I don't know, is this a sign of 65?
That's a pudding already.
Perfect time. I'm good.
Just for you.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, dig in.
So big Nick. Look hungry. You might go to the
This is the cat.
might be something.
Smile, my brother.
Okay. All right, that's enough. Come on, boy. Hey, what's up, Ronaldo?
Right here, look here.
Look here.
Look here.
Oh, sorry, Messi. Sorry, Messi. How you doing?
Messi.
Thank you very much. Look, you see my cake? You see my cake? I know. You want a piece? Why your brother got no clothes on?
Nice.
Oh,
Always.
a real. Oh God! Put some clothes on, will ya?
Oh, look at his hair. Who's that Blondie? Hi, Blondie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you.
I think that's his kid.
It looks cute.
Okay, everyone, we'll start. Thank you for coming
Thank you.
for Paul's 65th birthday celebration.
Just keep it low. 60-ish.
60 something.
You can thank your niece
60s old.
Sage.
Yeah.
Because we
Thank
were
you, Sage.
going through some pictures and she was like, how old is everyone? And we're like, okay, we went to a surprise party in Montreal, 60. How old is Uncle Paul? 60. And we're like, he's turning 65 this year.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow. She goes, are we gonna have a surprise for him as well, like Uncle Tony? And here it is tonight.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much, Sage.
So once again, thank you for everyone coming out. Definitely we've been through a lot of ups and downs over the past few years, so it's nice that we can see families celebrate, be with each other, as well as celebrate Paul's birthday. I was gonna get a comedian for him tonight that was gonna give him a 65th.
Thought that was
Jay
you.
Martin, but Jay Martin's doing his Brook Pocket party tonight, so we couldn't get him, Paul.
Yeah, okay.
So I decided that maybe, I would do the roast for you tonight.
All right, go ahead.
But then I thought to myself, there's not much to roast this guy about. He's such a genuine, good, love-hearted brother that.
I was gonna install a dishwasher.
Thought that was
Jay
you.
Martin, but Jay Martin's doing his Brook Pocket party tonight, so we couldn't get him, Paul.
Yeah, okay.
So I decided that maybe, I would do the roast for you tonight.
All right, go ahead.
But then I thought to myself, there's not much to roast this guy about. He's such a genuine, good, love-hearted brother that.
I was gonna install a dishwasher.
He was gonna install a dishwasher, even though he still has a bone stuck in his throat. So we'll take it as it is.
Yeah.
But once again, we love you. This was a special occasion that we wouldn't let go by without celebrating. I'm glad to see that your sons are here, your grandchildren, and your daughter-in-law. So definitely we wanted to put this together for you. Now, there's only one thing that I can roast Paul about. And I'll never forget, there was one occasion where we're in Korea.
Bring out
For the
Korea.
ones that have not heard it before,
Yes.
I've never seen him mad. Never ever. He's never gotten upset to me. He's never spanked my bottom. He's always been a great brother. So we decided to go to a game, and after the match, there was some people there from Korea, and they decided to invite us. Hey, you can come, celebrate with food or whatever. So we're like, okay, no problem, we'll go. So Paul was like, I don't know about this. Why were we going to with these people? So we ended up going to the venue, and they were there, and they were dancing and food and whatever. And Paul was looking around and like, no, we're out of here. We're leaving now. And then he went outside to have a smoke, and he was outside smoking. He was walking up and down. I told you guys I don't want to come here. Why do you guys bring me here? I'm going home now. And you and Wayne, come on, we're going home. And that was the only time that I saw my big brother get pissed off at me.
You brought me to a Mooney party.
Smiling.
I don't go to Mooney parties.
Oh.
You know where the Moonies are? Remember the Moonies?
The spiritual.
The spiritual.
Oh,
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, in South Korea.
Oh, he's so mad about it.
Yeah. But this is the first time his Canadian, English, and Jamaican came out. He was like, hey,
Everything all in one.
first he was like, hey, God blind me, and then all I heard was blah, 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 blood, and you know what the rest. than one. Other than that,
Lex.
big brother Paul, as I said, happy birthday, and we hope to see many, many more.
Thank you very much.
I will leave it.
Guys are big now.
You're here.
I'll leave it open to any other siblings if they want to say a quick word before the cake melts.
Essentially, you know, I said that you're a great brother and I love you very much. And one of my earliest memories of you was when I used to take you to nursery school.
Yeah, I remember too.
Yeah.
Go way back.
Yeah,
way
and I wanted candy. This girl, you know, I want sweetie no.
Yes.
7 o'clock a month.
It was very challenging.
It
It was very challenging. I was going to high school and I had to get him ready. And I had to sort of detour to take him to nursery. And I remember you crying
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember that. I would say, I want candy. I want it
But,
now. I want
yeah,
it.
he was my baby brother, and other than that, I think that we've had some good times together, lots of memories, and I wish you good health. And I think you look great for 65.
What?
You look great for 65.
That commercial.
And continue to do what you've been doing.
Right?
And
Who has the
I have to say this. I have to say this publicly. My desire for all my brothers, but especially for my brother Paul, is that I would like him to go to church.
He doesn't want to be a booty. Hey, Paul.
Let me just finish. I would fight that for him because as a believer, it's one thing to say that I believe in a higher power. It's one thing to say I believe in God, but even the devil believes. So my desire for him is to, to reach out and to grow, to start to develop spiritually. Because I believe that there's a place called heaven, and that's where I want to go, and that's where I want all my family and friends to be as well. So that's my desire for you, and happy birthday.
Thank you. And that's serious shit.
That's right. Light the candle.
Anyone else?
Light the candle. Blow. Okay.
I'll just make a few comments to say, as an older brother, I've always looked up to you in many ways, and I think that you're a very special brother, and I feel that you are like one of the most generous people that I've encountered. I think I can genuinely say that. And a memory that really sticks out for me was years ago, early in my training, and a poor student going to school, that you were going to Florida when you had your place in Florida, and you were going for like a long weekend for like 4 days, and you took me along. Like, you actually took me along, and I think it was like a Thanksgiving weekend, and
It was their Thanksgiving.
it was their Thanksgiving. Was it? No, it must have been our Thanksgiving.
It was our Thanksgiving.
Because I got the long weekend off, and I felt like royalty, being like just going away for like a 4-day weekend, and being with you and Wida, and you just like
And we didn't drive. We flew.
That's right. Well, exactly. Yeah. Just a weekend. And that really added to the fact that I just felt special, and you made me feel special, and I think that's I think a gift that you have, the ability to make others feel that way, and so I thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah. It was. I remember the weekend because it was the first year at the Caravan in Miami. because we walked and we kind of bounced on it.
Yes.
It was the first year they ever had a caravana in Miami. And it was our Thanksgiving they have it. And then from that point it's a yearly thing.
Yeah, I do remember us walking in Miami and sort of seeing a lot of black people.
Yeah.
Miami has
Mexicans.
Is it Mexican?
You take the boy out of Manchester, but you can't take the
Cubans.
Cubans.
Little Havana.
Memory still there.
So here we are, Brother Paul,
Yeah.
seniors. Now you reach it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Man. Yeah. So how's it feeling?
Feels okay.
Victor without the bone.
Yeah, it's a lot right without the phone.
Well, if we're gonna be technical, he's not 65 yet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Next week, right? Next week this time.
About half an hour from now is when the trauma started. This time last week, yeah. It was a Saturday, this time last week.
Really?
The party just like here, sitting down, talking, drinking.
No bones here, don't worry.
Yeah, partying, music nice, lights low. Then I choked.
Literally, yeah.
Literally choked.
This is to
Gotta
further
make a song
support
about that.
Carmel's wish for you.
Lord, that's why we call them puree soup.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Paul.
Listen, all I want to say, Paul, is I'm surprised you're not still a shopkeeper because, you know, we grew up in a shop.
That's right.
And a lot of people in Manchester still know you as Paul behind the counter. And always amazed me, your abilities in the shop. Back then, there was no computer and all those things. You knew all the prices of all the items on the shelf, and I would just stand there in amazement.
That's right.
But,
That's right, I was pretty good at you. Because there was no the price.
When you're a natural, you're a natural.
Yeah, there was no, yeah, $2.99.
You just made
And
one
back
up.
then, I do believe you were a Man City supporter.
No.
You were the full Man City.
Never.
We never
supported Man
No, that's for another conversation. But like my other brothers have said, you know, Paul has been an excellent role model for us as boys growing up. He's always had our back, and he's always gone about, you know, taking his responsibility in a way that, you know, it set kind of a roadmap for us. So thanks for that, Paul.
No problem.
And it's just not about the materialism in life, but as people have said, it's about your personality and the way you look at life. You don't. Sometimes the old saying says, you know, the empty barrel makes the most noise. And in this case, probably that proverb is true. I mean, you know, sometimes when other people are talking, you're maybe a little bit more on the quiet side, but we know that nothing goes by you, right? And still waters run deep. So, you know, I'll leave it there. You know, we go way back in terms of running the streets of Manchester. You're the bicycle man. Arthur, remember Arthur across the street? How many hours you spent in Arthur's shop? You know? Paul, yeah, loved his bike, man. Loved his bike. Treated his bike like people would treat their Cadillac. That's the Audi now, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, these are things that you remember, and you know, it's just, again, it's just the care, you know, the care and the value you put in things that sometimes in today's material world people take for granted.
Yeah.
So thanks again.
No problem.
You're here.
Okay, I'm not a brother.
Happy birthday.
I'm not a brother.
Well, you like a brother.
I'm like
Adopted brother.
All right. I was brought into this Shelton family through Alex, actually. I happened to be the coach, and then later on with Nick. And as the relatives, brothers and sisters just mentioned, I can only echo their sentiments because Paul is genuinely a genuine fellow. I've got a lot of trophies through these guys, but
I can truly say one of the best things that happened to me in my soccer career was meeting a person like him, because he's been there for me through thick and thin, and like his brother just mentioned, we walk the streets too. Some of those stories we once said.
You walk the streets of Manchester.
Manchester, Liverpool. This guy is like a mayor in Manchester. Everybody's how's your dad? How's this? And I said, who are you, man? But you could only say, there's a few people, a few friends I've got here in Canada. And if I should count 2 of them on my fingers, Paul would be the first. And I want to thank you as a genuine friend. You've been there for me. And I want to thank you also for accepting my wife, Clover. There's been no difference with us around. And I must say one thing I respect you most for. When we were both single. Seriously, every Saturday night we had some place to go to.
That's right.
The day I got married, Paul looked me in the eye. He says, "You know what? The streets for you is now over. Still with your wife."
Wisdom.
And he never took that back.
Yeah.
My daughter is his goddaughter, and up until today, she's 19 years old. I think we went out once or twice since I got married. That's the kind of Paul I do. Stay the same, brother.
Yeah.
For 33 years I know you now, you haven't changed. You still look the same.
Thank you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Well, Paul certainly couldn't let this occasion pass without.
What are you going to talk about? Because me and you run the streets. Me and you run the original streets.
No, we go way back. So I have a lot to talk about. Not really, I'm going to keep it very short. Paul.
Yeah.
I think, one of the things that strikes me here this evening as I look at your siblings, your close friends, what strikes me most is that I think that your parents would be, oh my goodness, just looking down and giving praise and thanks.
That's right.
That how close you all are, and I wish you all the happiness. And the other thing that I would say is that you must have heard around, in the music industry, there's all kinds of music going around. There's a song called Dumpling.
Yeah. I might sung that. Hang on, don't even sing it.
Right? There's another song called Condensed Milk.
Yes.
We have heard that. And we're going to have a new one now.
Yeah.
Paul Goat.
Yes, that's right. Sure.
Right? They can make money on those kind of things. I don't see the reason why Paul Goat should do that.
That's right.
But seriously, Paul, you've been a great cousin.
Yes.
And I want to wish you well on your 30th birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
And that you have a long life to live. Best
Thank you
wishes.
very much. Thank you. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers. All right.
So before I light the candle, we have one more roast.
I did
But no.
I didn't know. Sean?
It's never ending.
Okay, Cuba, Sean. Sean, don't go there.
That was a great guy. Great trip.
Wait, you in the kitchen? Are you Chinese?
For you in the kitchen.
So, my brothers, we went to Jamaica one year. Myself, Dominic, Keith, and Tony. And Paul was absent. And during that trip, let's just say it was very eventful. So it was one of those trips where we all were great siblings, but the days of living together and getting older wasn't the same. And by the time we got on the plane, I think one person was up the front, one person was there, and our wives came and picked us up, and we never seen each other until today.
Too much jerk pork.
Oh yeah. But the next trip after included Paul, and I remember him saying this trip was going to be different because Big Brother is there.
Yeah, nice.
And it was totally different that when we came back home, we were all sitting together.
Good job, coach.
For sure. Let us sing happy birthday to Paul. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paul. Happy birthday to you.
Are you one? Are you two?
I'd like to thank everybody, family, friends, everybody for being here. I feel honoured, very honoured. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.